Okay, we are going to look at the professional CS-2000 high-speed coin counter. First of all, I'll show you how to unpack and set up the machine. Take a carton cutter, just cut the lid open. Okay, and when we open it up, we'll see we have the instruction manual. It includes the tubing attachment, some coin bags, and the plastic tubes for actually tubing the 4 different size coins: nickels, dimes, quarters, and pennies. Okay, and then the machine itself. This is the extender for the chute that holds the coins that you're going to count. And inside here we also have a power cord and the coin reject cup. After you get the machine out of the box, get the plastic off of it. Okay, we have some spare parts in here, some extra belts, and some extra dials if you're using other than US coins. We also have a cup for the side. This is a bag holder for the side. You can use this if you want instead of the cup. So you have 2 choices on the side here. You can put the cup if you're only going to reject a few coins, or you can put a bag holder if you want to catch them in a bag. Okay, so we're going to hook up the power cord, and then we're going to put some coins in the machine and show you how to use it. Okay, to start out with, we installed the coin chute extender by snapping it into place on the machine. Now we're going to install the bag holder for the reject coins. That snaps right into place here, very simply. If you don't have many, or expect many reject coins, or you don't need to bag them, if you're like counting all quarters and there might only be a few odds and ends in there, instead of using the bag holder on this side, you can use a cup. If you use the cup, you can set this anywhere along your counter or table or desk. If you use the bag holder, you're going to want to be in a corner so it can hang down. So we moved it to the corner of this counter here. Now what you want to do is attach a bag to each bag holder. And there's a split ring here for accomplishing this. What you do, lift the ring up with one hand, put the bag around, and then just push the ring down over the top edge of the bag. So the bag is going to actually come out, I'll show you, through the split in the ring, in the holder ring. You get pretty good at this with a little practice. You can tell I don't get much practice, but again, we'll just slide it down over the bag like that. Now we're going to put the bag back in place, the bag holder. We're also going to put another bag on the front. Excuse me, I'll pass over here. Same thing, you want to lift this ring up, put your bag around the ring, slide the ring down over the bag, and it'll hold it just like that. Okay? So now we have both bags hanging down from the machine. So we're going to start to count some coins. So I'll get these coins. These are all mixed coins, nickels, dimes, pennies, quarters, what have you. And I'm just going to dump those into the chute here. I'll turn the machine on with the power switch. Okay. Okay, when it comes on, the LEDs will light up on the operator's panel. And the only other thing we got to do now is we got to put the coin selector knob, which is this knob, on quarters, if that's what we want to count, and then put the thickness knob on Q. So now we've selected the thickness and the coin. The coins are in the hopper. All we should have to do is hit start on the operator's panel, and it should begin to count the coins and put them in the bag. Hold on a second. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just hit start here on the operator's panel. You can see the machine is doing its thing. All the quarters are coming out into the front bag, and all the other coins are going into the reject bag. Okay, and now what it has counted, it has counted 92 quarters. So we're going to take those quarters and I'm going to dump them out onto the table here. So remove the bag by lifting the ring. Pour the bag out here. And we have 92 quarters sitting there, and that's all that's there is quarters. In this bag, I'll lift it up, dump them back in. Okay, when I dump everything back in that wasn't a quarter, now I'm going to select the next coin size, which is going to be nickels. So I put the coin selector on N, put the thickness selector, it's already on NQ, so that's nickels and quarters. So that's already good. We'll put the two bags back on. Oops. Little butterfingers there. I'll put both bags back in place. You can tell I don't get a lot of practice at this. With practice you can get pretty good at it, but anyways, I get both bags back in place. Put the bag holder back on and hit start again, and we're going to do nickels. Okay, so here we go. Okay, the dimes and the pennies are being rejected. The nickels are being counted. And it's done. Now we'll lift this open. And we'll take the nickels out. And it counted 135 nickels. If you look here, you can see that it counted 135 nickels. So there we have our quarters and our nickels, and the bag now holds the pennies and the dimes, which we're going to repeat again to get the pennies out, and then we're going to repeat it again to get the dimes out. Now, so I'm going to put the collector bag back in place. I'm going to take the reject bag out, pour it back in. Now I can actually put the cup in place because I'm not going to have that many rejects. So I'm going to take the bag holder off the reject side and put the cup in place. Might be a little easier for these. Okay, now I'm going to select pennies on here. You always start with the biggest size and work your way down. The dimes will be last. Okay, I selected pennies on both dials and I hit start again. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing again for the dimes after that. So that's exactly how it works. Quite simple, easy to use, does a good job. Now next I'm going to show you how to put them into tubes.